Yo, what's up everybody? Lee here, aka Major League Gaming, bringing you some tips on how to make it to Masters or just to help you climb the rank ladder in general, specifically through solo queuing from a 2x Master Rank player. So if you're still having some issues climbing the rank ladder, you want those 20,000 tickets for reaching Masters, hopefully these tips will be very useful to you. First thing to touch on, we all know the ranking system is very flawed and it can be very infuriating at times, and I've been there. I know exactly how you're feeling, so I really do hope these tips can be helpful. But yeah, the ranking system is just a completely different video topic in and of itself. So without rambling too much, Pokemon Unite did tweet this out 20 hours ago. The first ranked season is coming to an end on 11/7 at 4:59 p.m. Pacific time, I believe that is. I don't know, bro. I don't know time zones. But either way, that's about 10 days away. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start with tip number 1 to help you guys get to Masters easier. So tip number 1, and you've all heard this before, but this can't be stressed enough. If you're someone who always finds that you're blaming your teammates for your losses, instead focus on what you can do to better improve the outcome of a match. And yeah, there are games where your teammates literally throw by 50-50ing Zapdos when you're 200 points ahead, but if you always find yourself blaming your teammates when you lose, then they might not necessarily be the issue. And again, this isn't a jab at anybody in particular, and I know the rank system is rough for everyone, but yeah, just try and be as harsh of a judge as you can be to yourself, but within reason, of course. Don't beat yourself up over every loss, please. At the end of the day, this is just a game. Tip number 2, stop trying to fill a support defender role. Play a character like an AD hard carry role, so AD means attack damage, or someone with an AoE damage output, which is area of effect. A few characters that I personally love are Venusaur, Zeraora, Talonflame, Cinderace, Greninja, and Greedent. Now you might be thinking, Lee, I've been taught that there must always be a tank/support character. While there is some truth in that, especially in a 5-man group, it's not always the case in solo queue. I personally find the most success with these characters, and that's for their ability to snipe objectives, so i.e. carrying literally the team. In Greedent's case though, it can solo objectives and he's technically a defender like I said, but he's just a completely different animal right now and puts out way too much damage to be called a defender in my opinion, but different topic. Now, speaking on objectives, tip number 3, rotate Dreadnought for the extra experience if you're losing levels, especially in the early game. Rotate that first Dreadnought. The last Rotom is also super important for getting extra points, especially with the latest patch, as it moves more quickly and basically does enough damage to act as a 6th team member. Not to mention, if it reaches the enemy goal at or under the 2-minute mark, you basically get a free Zapdos. Next, try and snipe every objective if you can, and also stay alive. However, please don't just hide in the bushes and not participate in team fights. You know, like every Venusaur and Talonflame that I play with. If you're that guy, stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Also, stop going for Zapdos when you're in the lead. Just play hard defense. Unless the other team 50-50s it, there's no reason for you to go for Zapdos when you're in the lead. If the other team does decide to 50-50 it, you're put in a scenario above where you stay alive and try to snipe it. And please, if you do manage to get Zapdos after scoring, don't stay at the enemy base and try and dunk in their faces. Please retreat, defend your own goal zones. I can't tell you how many times I've lost a match due to me literally being the only person defending 3 bases. It's impossible. Now, on to tip number 4. This one will talk more about mental clarity. So tip number 4, take a break after every match. Even if it's a minute or 2, this can be especially helpful for your mental clarity as well as with the way matchmaking works. Oftentimes when I've jumped right into matches one after another, I've found myself queuing with a couple of the same players that were just terrible and they were in my last match, and I've thought to myself, oh boy, here's another loss, and I've already given myself the sense of defeat before even loading into a match. So yeah, take a break, take a walk, it helps big time. Make sure to hydrate too. Speaking on mental clarity, if you do find yourself on a losing streak, again, do not beat yourself up over it. MOBAs, this game in particular, are known for the classic tilt due to loss of control and being super competitive. Unfortunately, you are only in control of yourself and not your teammates, so again, if you find yourself starting to tilt, take a 3 to 5 minute walk outside, focus on how you can improve, and get those good endorphins flowing and touch grass. Now for the last tip, stay alive. This is the most important tip, but stay alive. Do not get into fights without reason. So example, when there's no objective, Rotom, Dreadnought, or Zapdos, you should be farming. Don't push with your teammates who are 2v5ing at the enemy base. A third and possibly even a fourth in that scenario probably won't be useful and is honestly pointless if there's nothing to be fighting over, right? Also, make sure not to die right before an objective when possible. So yeah, make sure to farm. When I'm solo queuing, the motto I like to live by is reach level 15 ASAP, even if it sometimes means being a little greedy with the farm. To put it in perspective, a level 15 Zeraora has a base attack stat of 649, while a level 14 Zeraora has a base attack stat of 588. So which attack stat would you rather dive into battle with? So yeah, that'll wrap it up for today's video, guys. I really do hope that these tips will be useful, and if you did find them helpful, make sure to drop a like. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know also in the comments if I missed anything. Like, obviously there's a lot of things that go into gameplay, but I find that these 6 tips are usually what can help you get to Masters the easiest. So yeah, and if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe. Mine as well. I'm gonna quit selling out now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.